Okay, Phil, and whoever else is interested. Been asked to do a one-stick climbing video, so I figured since I got the lovely camera woman behind there and can help me out, I'm gonna do it today. Got good shade over here, it's not super hot, so here we go. So this is how I walk in the woods. I'll have a camera arm attached to that stick in the back, but this is a Lone Wolf Custom Gear ambush platform. This is a cut down API stick that I use for one sticking with a cam cleat and a 4-step aider by Black Diamond. So the Lone Wolf Custom Gear platform comes with really nice book bag straps. So feels pretty good and high end. It better be for the price. My saddle is an Overwatch. It's called the Transformer by Overwatch Outdoors. And this is how I walk in. It's a dual panel saddle that you can actually adjust the bottom panel to make it a single panel and then let the straps out so it can be a dual panel when you get to the top. This is how I walk in. I'll have my bridge cinched up. Then when I get up there to climb, I simply take that out. The actual bridge loop acts as a proof extender, and I'll just go through here and I'll store the access as I'm walking in the woods. Everything's nice and tight. The leg straps even come with quick detach buckles. You can adjust the leg straps and you can adjust the leg strap buckles to the perfect place for your body type. This saddle is probably one of the most overbuilt saddles on the market, but it is so nice. It's the best saddle that I have ever worn thus far. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna get set up. How I start out is I pre-do all this before I ever get to the tree. So here is my lineman rope and, well, not my lineman's rope, sorry, my tree tether, which consists of a Mad Rock safeguard and a carabiner, and I'll explain all that, but I'll pull out enough length to where I can get around the tree. So I'll go ahead and I'll hook up to my bridge when I get to the base of the tree, which I'm at the base of the tree, and I'm gonna show you how I do that. All right, so then I get here, I'll hook, I'll pull the access out, and I'll hook the rest of it into my lineman's loop, and I'll show you how I attach all this when I get on the tree. So basically, when I get to the base of the tree, this is how I start out. I'll pull the briars out of my way. All right, cool. I'll take my platform off, set it on the ground, and detach my stick from it. Stick, lean it against the tree. I'll pull out my Night Eyes gear ties. I won't need the extra gear ties, so I just let them at the base of the tree, and I'll put the platform back on my back. Now, the must-haves if you're gonna one stick is your pull rope. Does not just pull your equipment up or your bow up, it also gets your tree rope or your tether out of the tree at the end. So you need to have a pull rope made from paracord or something like that that you keep on you all the time. If you forget that, then you're gonna have to one stick climb all the way back down, and that sucks. That kind of defeats the purpose of one stick climbing for me, is because I get to rappel down. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put one base stick up, and I'm gonna do one transfer, and then all you'll do is repeat that transfer, so you'll get the gist of it. All right. So I'll undo my stick, no problem. Let that hang, get it organized so it's gonna hang the way I want it to. I like mine to hang like that so I can do left foot first, right foot, but that's all up to the operator. I run this API stick with 6mm accessory cord. I drill it through and tie the knot, and I Dremel out the sides so that it does not cut into my rope. And I'll replace that rope about once every other year, maybe once a year, but one rope will last you all year, because I can then turn around and use this side if this side starts looking worn, and one rope should last you a good season. So if you buy 25-foot accessory cord, that 25 foot will last you for several, 2, 3, 4 years before you have to buy any more. So first stick, I'll try to get it as high as I can. Normally, that first stick I can get to about 7 to 7.5 foot on the very first, what I call the base stick. And then I'll hang that extra over top and put this down through the tree cleat, just so it's out of the way. All right, I don't use a lineman's belt because I stay tethered into the tree after I get to this bottom step with my tree rope. And I'll show you how that works. So let's start climbing. 3 points of contact all the time. 1, 2, 3. I have 4 with my feet. I use the tree and I'm always holding on to the stick. So when I get to the bottom step of this stick, I'm gonna break this off. Yeah, can't see it. Anyway, I get to the bottom step of this stick, I'll put my knees around the top step. That latches me in so I can go hands free. I'll then put my tree rope around the tree. All right, once I get my tree rope up, innovating the outdoors, come up with a really cool thing to stop your tether from sliding down. It's simply a 3D printed piece that clips in right behind your tree rope at the base of the tree, and you can take that thing, and when you let pressure off, your tree rope doesn't slide down the tree on you. So when I get to this point, see how I got this extra right here? I'm gonna pull me out a little bit extra, just enough to get it stowed back into my pack, and I should not need any more than that right there. And it doesn't get in the way. You can hunt like that, all that good stuff. So I'll get here. I've got 2 other things I want to show you that's kind of important. I have these little paracord I got to get them off though. Pause it for a minute. All right, I came up with these. I didn't came up with it. I've seen it on another video, but I take these little loops of paracord and I'll put one on this side of the tree with me and one on the opposite side of the tree. And what these allow me to do is hook my thumbs in here and move my rope up the tree without scraping myself on the tree real bad. So just something to do. I mean, it's just like 2-inch piece of paracord tied. Pretty easy to do, but you've got your innovating the outdoors tree stop, or your, I don't know what they call it. I think they call it an OHN on the website is the item name, but pretty much it just keeps your tree tether from sliding down the tree. So once I get to this part, I like to let just a little bit out of my saddle, just so that panel is a little farther under my butt. If you got single panel saddles, it ain't gonna matter. But for dual, I just kind of like to do that. That way when I pull it down a little bit, it sits under my butt a little bit nicer, because I'll show you why that's important here in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this as high up the tree as I can get it. I'll take these. All right, then I'm going to go to my top step, and I'm going to keep working this rope a little higher, at least head level. Once I get that to head level, I'll go ahead and slide my stopper back up, pull up a little bit of slack, and I'll just sit in my saddle. All right, so I'm in my saddle. To retrieve your stick, to move it, very easy. All right, so I simply take and I'll hug the tree with my legs. I'll turn, grab it, hold it with my foot, undo the rope, and then place my knee in the tree. And I'm just sitting in the saddle. It's not hard at all. Get a little room under my tether, and the tether now holds the stick in place. Put my knee in the tree, and try not to get stung by the yellow jacket. All right, my stick is now moved up. That yellow jacket is bugging me. And I'm ready to continue up the tree. So that is base stick, one move. When I set my platform to the top of this stick, I will be somewhere around the 14 to 15 foot mark. I got tore up by ash bees the other day. I'm a little spooky. Okay, so I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna get on this bottom step, and I'm gonna retransfer my tree tether. And once I do that, I'll be right back. All right, had to do a little lumberjacking while I was up here. She wanted some sticks cut off. So anyway, we're up in the tree. It's time to come down. So very important. First, we want to let our rappel rope to the ground. And very important that you don't climb up higher than your rappel rope is to the ground, or you'll be stuck feet off the ground and, well, kind of, messed up. Second important thing is do not forget to take your stopper knot off from behind your rope, because if not, you'll be trying to pull your rope down and your stopper knot's going to get it. The third thing you want to do is let your pull rope to the ground, and make sure that your pull rope is attached in behind your tree rope in front of your carabiner. So that's what we're going to look like right there. Then all you simply do is take your mad rock and you start letting yourself down a little bit. Get you a little bit of slack in there. And then we'll step over, transfer to the stick. I'll go ahead and let a little bit more out. Get to my stick. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my platform down. Now, if your tree tether is on that side of the tree, like if your carabiner, you're gonna want to swing, or your body's gonna want to swing that way. It's okay, don't fight it. It's perfectly natural. So what you'll do is, after I get this, I'll show you what I do. Go ahead and get that took care of. Get my platform back on my back. And pull my saddle in a little bit. And then I don't fight it. just sit in my saddle. Not going anywhere. It's gonna hold you. Time to let a little slack out. I'll get down to my stick height and I'll take my stick down. Just having my knees in the tree. It's very easy. Get my stick down, then I'll put my stick away. Then I'll take my gear tie that I had my rappel rope done up with, and then I'll tie this to my stick, and then I'll hang it from my lineman's loop. Feet in the tree. I'll hold the rope a little slack, and I'll start coming down. Now you can't hold, if you hold tight on the rope, it's not going to let you down. So you got to kind of just let the rope come through your hands. And hit the ground. And it's as simple as that. So, once I hit the ground, this is how I pack up. It's the same way I unpacked. I'll take my gear tie off. I'll put my stick up against the tree. Put my platform on the ground. Grab the 2 gear ties. And feed them up through the platform. Lay my stick down, just like I came in. Keep it tight. Your platforming stick is packed up. I'll unhook from my bridge. Go ahead and stow that away. Gear tie up. Now to get your rope down. Take off your safeguard. I just clip it in on my lineman's belt. Your pull rope is what takes everything out. So it's going to catch on that limb right there. Well, it didn't. It actually came all the way down just fine, which is what we want. And that's how you get your tree rope out of the tree. That little bow rope is a lifesaver. If you will take your tree rope, your pull-up rope, and you'll figure 8 it around your hands like this, it will never tangle up when you drop it out, which is what I hate about paracord. As a pull rope, it wants to tangle all the time. Well, this allows it to not tangle. Nice small package. Put it in my other dump pouch. Now I'll take my paracord loops and put them back through the carabiner so I don't lose them. Just like that. And same way with this, I'll just go ahead and hook it up. I'll hook this on my lineman's loop as well. Find the end of my rope. twist, fold, stow it away. Put it back in my dump pouch, and I'm walking out of the woods. Easy peasy. Hope that helps. Y'all shoot straight. God bless.